Irashaimase. Hello and welcome to Fitaurus Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Fitaurus. On this week's weekly gaming menu, we've got the week's releases summarized, as well as what I'm going and playing this week as well. So, let's get cooking! The release schedule for this week is actually very light, at least as far as North America is concerned. There are only a few titles going and releasing in the United States this week. Of big note for me this Tuesday, Parappa the Rapper 2 goes and drops for the PlayStation 4. In addition to that, there's also Summon Night 5 that supposedly is releasing digitally, but as of the time of this filming, it's not available on the PlayStation Store at this point, so that may or may not happen. In addition to that, we actually have a huge week for Japanese releases though. There's no fewer than 9 titles going and coming out for the Vita. You thought it was dead. It's definitely not, at least not in Japan. As well as several other titles for the PlayStation 4 and the 3DS. So, a big note on those ones. There are a couple titles that I'm interested in going and checking out in the future. So there's a new Compile Heart Dungeon Crawler going and releasing for the Vita that I'll likely go and check out if it goes and gets localized. I'm not sure if I'll import this one if it doesn't. There's also a new RPG going and being developed by Spike Chunsoft and Tri-Ace Exist Archive that looks really interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to going and seeing what kind of returns and reviews go and come back on that one, and maybe going and picking it up as well if it goes and gets localized. And then for the 3DS, or later this week on the Nintendo eShop, we're going and getting The Legend of Dark Witch 2. Which the original Legend of Dark Witch was a really fun and interesting title that I picked up and have played on the 3DS. It's basically a Mega Man Gradius fusion, so if you like the thought of those two titles combined together, then the Legend of Dark Witch might be one to go and check out. And with the sequel going and coming out, it would definitely be a good time to go and look into it. And that's the release schedule for this week. So I actually want to go and note a couple sales. Not something that I usually go and do, but there are several shoot-em-ups that I've gone and done various shoot-em-up Saturdays on over the course of the year that are currently on sale on the PlayStation Network for the PlayStation 4. And I just thought I would go and bring that to your attention. So, of particular note, Galaxy is available on PlayStation Network for sale. In addition to that one, there's also Jamestown Plus, which I went and had a blast with, and the really fun and off-the-wall Shoot Shimmy is also on sale. Those are 3 titles that I would definitely go and recommend looking into, especially if you're interested in shoot-em-ups. There are also a couple other shoot-em-ups and other great titles that are on sale this week, so definitely go and have a look at that. In addition to that, if you're a fan of Neo Geo titles, you should head over to humblebundle.com and go and check out their Neo Geo 25th anniversary Humble Bundle. There's a lot of awesome to go and be had for really cheap on that one, so you should definitely look at that as well. As far as my own personal gaming menu, I'm still going to go and be continuing working my way through Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. Hopefully getting through it quickly enough that I can go and get to Trails of Cold Steel when it goes and releases next week, but I'll probably still be in the middle of 2nd chapter. In addition to that, I'm also going to go and be spending a lot of time with Yakuza 5, the best cart pulling, ramen serving, taxi cab driving / racing simulator out there. Seriously though, if you haven't gone and played any of the Yakuza titles, I recommend the series so much. I can't even begin to go and tell you how much I go and love these titles. So you should really go and check them out. I'll also go and be playing Parappa the Rapper 2 for the on the PlayStation 4, as I haven't gone and played that one before, and I also went and picked up Blade Arxis from Shining EX for the PlayStation 4, which is a fighting game with characters from the Shining series that is mainly released on the PlayStation Portable in Japan. So that's what's on my gaming menu for this week. So what are you going and playing this week? Not a whole lot of new titles going and coming out this week, so what have you gone and picked up earlier in the year that you're going and spending time with? We're right before the holidays, so it's a great time to go and be gaming. Hopefully you're going and gaming with yourself, friends, and family. It's a wonderful time for that. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out and joining me today for the weekly gaming menu, and I look forward to going and seeing you next week.